Welcome to the Explainer. Sometimes the absolute biggest shockwaves in the pharmaceutical world are literally hiding in plain sight, just tucked away inside these really brief corporate announcements. So today, we are doing a highly focused deep dive into one single, incredibly impactful headline that is sending huge ripples through the entire healthcare space. And we're going to do it by sticking strictly to the facts. Let's get into it. Okay, let's dive into this. The absolute most important detail you need to grasp right out of the gate is that there is a ticking clock here. October. That is the hard deadline we are looking at. Now, in the corporate world, a specific month like this isn't just a casual date on a calendar, right? It represents a hard stop. It marks the end of a fiscal quarter, a massive transition period, and in this specific case, the exact moment a major business arrangement comes to an absolute abrupt halt.
Which naturally leads us to ask, what exactly changes in the pharma industry when October actually hits? I mean, think about it. When major corporations circle a date on the calendar like this, it implies a structural shift. It means supply chains, marketing strategies, and honestly, maybe even how certain products reach the market, it's all about to be totally reconfigured. We are literally looking at a fundamental change in the operational status quo.
And that brings us to the absolute core of our news today. As you can see, we have Dr. Reddy's on one side and Novartis on the other. Two total titans of the industry. Now, for quite a while, their paths were completely intertwined through a very specific business arrangement. But moving forward, that partnership is splitting into two entirely distinct, completely separate directions. It's a pretty stark visual separation.
Let's look at the foundational source text. Quote, Dr. Reddy's to discontinue marketing of Novartis in-licensed brands from October. End quote. Okay, so it's super concise, but every single word in that sentence carries some heavy legal and operational weight. It's kind of like dense corporate code that we are about to decrypt together, and it is signaling a massive shift for both of these companies' portfolios.
So to really get this, we need to demystify some industry jargon sitting right in the middle of that headline. What in the world are in-licensed brands? Well, these are products that are developed and owned by one company, in this case, Novartis. But the rights to actually market and sell those specific products are granted to another company, like Dr. Reddy's. It's essentially a temporary corporate handshake. It allows one company to leverage the established distribution network of another. And understanding that phrase, that is the crucial pivot point of this entire story.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the exact mechanics of the breakup itself. Honestly, it's remarkably surgical. It really proves that while these giant corporate marriages can take years to negotiate, the divorces, they can happen practically overnight. First off, Dr. Reddy's completely halts active marketing. We are talking about pulling back sales reps and pulling the plug on ad campaigns. Second, this is highly targeted. It applies only to those previously agreed upon Novartis brands. And third, as we've established, this entire operational unwinding becomes completely official in October. No outside speculation needed. Those are just the straight facts of the split.
Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds in real time. Because right now, today, that marketing machine is still humming along. There are active efforts, existing inventories, ongoing promotions, the whole shebang. But October acts as a total brick wall. The marketing completely, abruptly stops. It's honestly a stark visual summary of just how quickly a massive, established corporate workflow can simply be switched off. All of which brings us to the ultimate takeaway. The arrangement is ending, the marketing completely stops in October, and Dr. Reddy's and Novartis go their separate ways on these specific products. But what does the structural shift actually mean for the future availability of these Novartis brands? Like, who steps in to market them next, or does Novartis just decide to take it all entirely in-house? The headline gives us the hard facts of the separation, but it leaves us with an incredibly compelling question about what the whole pharmaceutical landscape is going to look like the morning after that October deadline. Keep a close eye on this space, you guys, because I'm telling you, the ripple effects are just beginning.